Hello guys, today we will be learning about API integration testing. It will be a three-part series, so I will keep this as a brief introductory session and just cover the basics of API integration testing. Today, we will quickly overview what is an API, why do we test it, and how can we test it. To begin with, API is an application programming interface. And if I quote an example from real life, consider yourself in this picture and imagine going to a restaurant, meaning you are the client here and you want something from the kitchen. So, kitchen is the server which will serve you something. And let's say you want to order soup. So, obviously, you will not go directly to the kitchen to order it. You will need the help from a waiter to place your order and then get you your soup. Means the waiter is the API you need, which will help you communicate with the chef. I hope you can imagine how API acts as an interface, which its exact full form is, to communicate between two applications. In technical terms, if I explain, you can imagine two different applications to be any of these. It can be mobile and server, a website and server, or a website reaches to the server, which in turns reaches out to another server for accessing some information, accessing some data. You can consider an example of indigo.com or cheapairtickets.com, which will ultimately reach out to their server, and their server will reach out to uh, Vistara or Indigo or Jet Airways or any of those websites. All of these use cases are very common, and you can be very sure that you will be using it if you are accessing data over the internet. The way these applications communicate with each other is in a form of JSON or XML, like we use our native language that humans can understand. Similarly, JSON or XML are the formats that application can work with. Now, this is a high level overview of API, and if you want to learn more about it, please check the description below. Coming to why we need to test it is exactly the picture says, to avoid the soup that you ordered from spillover. Yeah, correct. I'm right. Because you ordered the soup, but the bowl is not right fit for that. So we just need a bigger bowl, right? Correct. But how do we know that a bigger bowl would solve your problem? By actually testing it. What does that mean? Let's say, consider an example of an e-commerce website where you want to check how many products are in your cart. So what will you do? You will make an API request to the server and ask for the cart details for a specific user ID. Your client is expecting a JSON with four parameters: name of the product, quantity, price of the product, and the expected date of delivery. Now this works fine. So the left side that you see is working fine because that is the actual contract that you signed with your backend engineers, that these are the formats that they will send the data in. But later in future, backend engineers forgot, team changes, there is a new developer, any of scenarios, and they start sending date in the new format, which involves your like day and month in full, December, January, some stuff like that, and then also the time. Now, what will happen? Will your client be able to parse this new format of date? You're sure no, right? So, and it will give you a error, it will give you a JSON parsable exception, something. If you're not handling it correctly, it will even crash. So, to avoid this error, you can test your API on different scenarios and check whether all the parameters are there, whichever is required fields for your client to show, whether all those mandatory parameters are there in the JSON or not. You can check the format of the parameter if it is same as you decided or not. You can check if any other changes on the server side would impact any version of the client at any point of the time, right? So this is why you need to test to make sure that your client runs smoothly for all the versions at every given point of time. There are two main tools that we will be talking about in this lecture series. They're called Postman scripts and Karate integration test. So this is a theoretical session, but in the next one, which is about Postman scripts, we will be going over actual API. I will be using a free API, and we will write the Postman script hands-on session. And similarly, for Karate integration test, we will again write some integration tests so that you have a better and a clear understanding of why we do it and what actually happens when they fail, and you can have a better understanding so that you can implement it in your project. I hope you get some clarity on how it is useful and how you can use it in your projects. So stay tuned for next video on how to write Postman scripts. Let me know in comment box if you have any confusion about this topic. Thank you so much.